Piano Designer was Roland's free control app that allowed Roland piano owners to perfectly customize the sound, feel, and performance of their digital pianos. This popular app acted like a virtual piano technician, giving players customization options that no other digital piano company could offer, even the option to customize individual notes. This meant that no Roland owner was ever stuck with an out-of-the-box digital piano sound. Each player could build the piano he or she would love to play. But sadly, Piano Designer was discontinued and lost forever. Or so we thought. Introducing Roland's Piano Designer 2.0, now part of the Roland Piano App. A powerful, if streamlined, version of the original, Piano Designer 2.0 is more convenient than ever. You don't have to download another app, learn to use it, and then switch between apps when using your Roland. Now, the best features from Piano Designer are back, conveniently located inside the Roland Piano App. Just press the orange Piano Designer button inside the Piano Settings module to begin customizing your Roland piano's sound and touch. The new interface is simple, but it lacks the old app's documentation. Luckily, you've got us to explain everything to you. Let's start with the cabinet group. Try opening and closing the piano's virtual lid. See how it changes the sound. Leave it at the position that sounds best to you. Increase the cabinet resonance, or vibrance, of the piano's tone, or bring it down a bit. There are no right answers. Just set it where you like it best. The soundboard type setting can make a huge difference to your ears. Choose from 5 different types of piano soundboards, and you'll see how dramatically they can change your piano's sound. Pro tip: you can always press the 3 dots to the right of each feature and press Reset to undo any changes and reset the setting to its factory default. You can't hurt anything here, so don't be afraid to experiment. Now let's move on to the hammer group. Here you can adjust the hammer response, which controls the delay between the moment you press the key and the moment the virtual hammer strikes the strings and creates a tone. Again, set it where you like it best. Hammer noise is the next setting. You may or may not have noticed that an acoustic piano's hammers make a noise when they strike the strings. It's a thumping sound that accentuates the contact point between the hammers and strings. Adjust this setting to your taste. Next up is the strings group. Here you can adjust the size of your digital piano by increasing the full-scale string resonance setting. This can transform your virtual baby grand into a full-size grand or even a giant concert grand just by lengthening the virtual strings. Slide up to the higher number here for deeper bass and a thicker overall sound. Or not, it's up to you. Duplex scale will also thicken up your piano's sound by strengthening the overtones you hear when you play. These subtle sounds add instruments to your piano's virtual orchestra, but they can make the instruments sound muddy if you go too far. Find the setting that works best for your ears. Pro tip: creating or customizing your ideal piano sound can be tricky and a bit time-consuming. It's easy to make changes, but finding the right combination of settings can be a challenge. Don't let yourself get frustrated. Try finding the settings you like, and then, when you need some help, contact your Riverton Piano Pro and let us help you dial it in. That's what we're here for. Did you know that your piano makes sound when you release a key as well? It does. It's called key off resonance, and it's our first setting in the keyboard group. Adjusting this slider will adjust a number of subtle sounds, like the dampers falling back onto the strings or the sympathetic vibration of strings as the key is released. It's not a setting you should have to adjust often, but it's part of what makes a Roland piano sound so realistic. So of course, Piano Designer allows you to customize it. Key off noise is very similar. It adjusts the subtle sounds of the key falling back into place and the hammers returning to their resting positions. Set these however you like. It's very subtle. The tuning group is really for advanced users only. The standard temperament for modern Western music pianos is equal, and the standard temperament key is C. Unless you're matching a vintage instrument or style, it's best to leave these settings alone. If you have questions, feel free to ask your Riverton Piano Pro, but you'll probably never have to adjust these unless you're a piano history teacher or a real digital piano nerd like us. Finally, at the very bottom of the Piano Designer menu, you'll see individual note voicing. This incredible tool allows you to customize individual piano keys on your Roland. To use it, press a key on your piano and then adjust that key's tuning pitch, volume, and character, otherwise called brilliance or brightness. Let's say you find the piano's upper treble notes too piercing, and you want them to be less bothersome to your ears. Just play up the keyboard one note at a time until you find the section that bothers you. Press a key in that section and bring the character, or brightness, down until it doesn't bother your ears. Move on to the next key and repeat the process. Do this for the entire section until you're happy with the piano's sound. Pro tip: individual note voicing works a bit differently than other sections of the Piano Designer plugin. There is no reset option in the 3 dots menu. Just remember that the default setting for single note volume and character is 0 for each note. To reset your piano to the way it was, just bring everything back to 0. Single note tuning varies. Make sure to note a key's initial setting before changing it. Of course, you can always perform a factory reset if you forget to do this and want to restore the piano to its factory settings. Now let's say you have a powerful left hand and want to even out the volume a bit. You can actually make the bass section of your piano quieter by selecting bass notes and bringing the single note volume down until you're happy with the results. Sometimes it's easier to change the piano than to change your technique. Once you have the piano set the way you like it, you can make these settings the default startup settings for your piano. Just back out of the individual note voicing menu by pressing the back arrow in the upper left and scroll down to Save to Piano. The piano will ask for confirmation. Press Save to confirm. And that's it. Your settings are saved. Press Close to return to the Piano Designer menu. Pro tip: creating custom settings for your piano's sound and touch is called creating a piano setup. And multiple different people in your home, school, or church can have their own preferred piano setups. These setups can be saved to USB flash drives, emailed, and/or stored on board the piano. If you have a favorite piano setup, or several favorites, we recommend saving them to a USB flash drive for safekeeping. Refer to the Piano Setups video in our Roland Owners Club for detailed instructions on how to do this. To exit the Piano Designer menu, just press the back arrow in the upper left until you're at the Roland Piano App's home screen. Or press the sandwich menu in the upper right and jump directly to the module you want to interact with next. With Piano Designer, now part of the Roland Piano App, you'll never have to settle with an out-of-the-box piano sound. You can create the piano you'll love to play and spend your time blissfully enjoying your Roland. And that's music to everybody's ears. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please leave us a like. That really helps us out. Tell us your favorite Roland digital piano settings in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. May the love of music lead you to life's greatest joy. We'll see you next time.